As we age, the body's internal stress signals become louder, not quieter. Elevated nighttime cortisol is one of the most common, yet most overlooked reasons why seniors struggle to fall asleep, stay asleep, or wake up too early. Today, I want to highlight 5 clinically supported bedtime remedies that naturally reduce cortisol levels and help older adults enjoy deep restorative sleep. A warm magnesium bath is one of the most therapeutic, scientifically supported bedtime practices for adults over 70, especially those struggling with elevated cortisol and restless nights. When magnesium salts dissolve in warm water, the minerals interact with the skin and help ease the neuromuscular tension that naturally increases with age. Many seniors experience stiff joints, tight muscles, and a general sense of internal restlessness after a full day of activity. This physical tension sends signals to the brain that keep cortisol elevated long after evening hours. A warm magnesium bath works by gently relaxing the muscular system and activating the parasympathetic branch of the nervous system, often referred to as the rest and repair mode. When this system is activated, cortisol begins to decline without the need for medication. The heat of the water itself plays a major therapeutic role. Warmth increases blood circulation to the extremities, allowing the body to release stored tension. As circulation improves, blood pressure naturally stabilizes and the heart rate gradually slows. These changes send a clear biological message to the brain that it is time to prepare for sleep. Magnesium enhances this process by regulating overactive nerve signals, which is especially important for seniors experiencing nighttime anxiety or frequent awakenings. Many individuals over 70 have magnesium deficiencies because aging reduces the body's ability to absorb nutrients efficiently. When magnesium levels drop, cortisol becomes more reactive, sleep becomes more fragmented, and the muscles lose their ability to fully relax. A warm magnesium bath replenishes these levels through gentle absorption and supports hormone balance at the end of the day. Another important benefit is the effect on pain reduction. Seniors often deal with chronic discomfort from arthritis, neuropathy, or decades of physical strain. Warm water combined with magnesium decreases inflammation around joints and reduces the microspasms in muscle fibers that trigger nighttime pain. When discomfort decreases, the brain stops receiving pain-related stress signals, allowing cortisol to fall naturally. This creates a state of calm that supports a smoother transition into deeper sleep stages. A warm magnesium bath also supports mental relaxation. The quiet, warm environment reduces sensory stimulation, giving the brain an opportunity to slow down. This calming environment, repeated consistently each night, trains the body to associate warm water with the beginning of the sleep cycle. Over time, this simple routine becomes a highly effective, drug-free method for lowering cortisol and promoting a full night of uninterrupted rest. Tart cherry extract has become one of the most reliable, well-tolerated natural sleep aids for adults over 70, primarily because it supports the body's own hormone balance rather than forcing sedation. Tart cherries contain a rare combination of natural melatonin, anthocyanins, and anti-inflammatory compounds that work together to reduce nighttime cortisol and extend deep sleep cycles. As individuals age, the pineal gland produces significantly less melatonin, often leaving seniors unable to fall asleep at a normal time or waking multiple times throughout the night. Tart cherry extract gently restores this natural rhythm by providing a small but steady source of melatonin that aligns with the body's internal clock. Unlike synthetic melatonin, which can be too strong for older adults and may cause grogginess, Tart cherry melatonin is released slowly, creating a smoother transition into restful sleep. The anthocyanins found in tart cherries provide an additional benefit that is rarely discussed. They help block enzymes associated with inflammation and stress. When inflammation levels rise, whether from arthritis, digestive issues, or general wear and tear, the body produces more cortisol in response. This cascade often leads to midnight alertness or early morning waking in seniors. By reducing inflammation naturally, tart cherry extract lowers the internal stress load, allowing cortisol levels to settle to healthier nighttime levels. This contributes to a more stable sleep pattern and fewer interruptions throughout the night. Another important advantage is the effect on nighttime circulation. Tart cherries improve endothelial function, meaning they help blood vessels relax and widen. For seniors who experience cold hands and feet, racing thoughts, or tension before bed, improved blood flow helps the body shift more efficiently into a sleep-ready state. When circulation improves, the heart doesn't need to work as hard and relaxation becomes easier. This is often noticeable within the first week of consistent use. Cognitive relaxation also plays a role. Tart cherry extract supports the production of tryptophan, the amino acid required to make serotonin. Higher nighttime serotonin contributes to a calmer mood and a quieter mind, two factors that are essential for adults over 70 who often deal with accumulated stress, loneliness, or age-related anxiety that disrupts sleep. With more serotonin available, the transition from wake to rest becomes smoother, and the likelihood of ruminating thoughts decreases. Regular use of tart cherry extract creates a longer window of deep, uninterrupted sleep. Seniors often report waking more refreshed, experiencing fewer nighttime disruptions, and maintaining a more consistent sleep-wake cycle. By working with the body's natural chemistry instead of overpowering it, tart cherry extract offers a gentle, dependable way to reduce cortisol and support healthy sleep in older adults. Slow, paced breathing is one of the most effective and medically grounded techniques for lowering nighttime cortisol in adults over 70, and yet it remains one of the simplest practices to implement. As the body ages, the stress response becomes more sensitive, meaning that even mild worry, pain, or physical discomfort can trigger a disproportionate cortisol release. This surge often happens in the evening, precisely when the body should be preparing for sleep. Slow breathing directly counteracts this process by activating the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's natural calming mechanism. When breathing slows, the vagus nerve is stimulated, sending a powerful signal to the brain that it is safe to relax. In response, cortisol production decreases, heart rate stabilizes, and mental tension gradually dissolves. One of the most effective patterns for older adults is the 4-7 to 8 method, in which the individual inhales gently for 4 seconds, holds for 7 seconds, and exhales slowly for 8 seconds. This elongated exhale is crucial because it reduces sympathetic activity, the fight or flight response that keeps the brain alert at night. Seniors commonly struggle with overactive mind patterns, replayed worries, or a restless nervous system due to age-related changes in hormones and neurotransmitters. The extended exhalation helps interrupt these cycles and creates a state of internal stillness. Even 5 minutes of slow breathing can lower cortisol enough to noticeably change the ease of falling asleep. Another important benefit is improved oxygen balance. As breathing slows, carbon dioxide levels rise slightly, which helps blood vessels dilate and improves oxygen delivery to the brain. This quiets the neural circuits involved in stress, making it easier for seniors to let go of mental tension. It also supports more stable blood pressure, which is essential for older adults who experience nighttime spikes that disrupt sleep. Many seniors who practice slow breathing nightly notice improved cardiovascular comfort, fewer palpitations before bed, and a more steady, relaxed heartbeat. Slow breathing also impacts muscle tension. When cortisol is high, the body instinctively tightens the shoulders, neck, and upper back. Deliberate breathing helps these muscles release, easing the discomfort that often keeps seniors awake or causes them to wake during the night. This physical relaxation reinforces the brain's perception of safety, further lowering cortisol in a gentle, continuous cycle. Over time, nightly slow breathing becomes a conditioning tool that teaches the brain to associate evening hours with calmness and recovery. For many adults over 70, it becomes a dependable medication-free method for reducing cortisol, quieting the mind, and supporting long, uninterrupted sleep. Glycine is one of the most underrated yet clinically valuable amino acids for improving sleep quality in adults over 70, especially those dealing with elevated nighttime cortisol and restless, overheated sleep. As individuals age, the brain's ability to regulate temperature weakens, and this subtle shift has a greater impact on sleep than many realize. The body must slightly cool down to initiate deep sleep, but high cortisol, inflammation, and age-related metabolic changes often interfere with this natural cooling process. Glycine works by gently lowering core body temperature, creating the ideal conditions for the brain to move into restorative sleep cycles. This cooling effect is not sudden or forceful. It works gradually, helping the body release excess tension and internal heat that commonly disrupts sleep in seniors. Another important aspect of glycine is its ability to modulate the central nervous system. Instead of acting like a sedative, glycine supports the production of calming neurotransmitters that ease mental and physical stress. When cortisol is high, the brain becomes more reactive to minor worries or discomforts, leading to cycles of overthinking or sudden nighttime awakenings. Glycine helps smooth these neural signals, making the brain less sensitive to stress triggers while maintaining mental clarity. This is particularly beneficial for older adults who experience racing thoughts or nighttime anxiety, without wanting to rely on sleep medications that may cause grogginess or confusion the next day. Glycine also plays a role in metabolic regulation. Many seniors struggle with blood sugar fluctuations at night, which can trigger cortisol spikes and cause abrupt awakenings. Glycine helps stabilize glucose metabolism, reducing the likelihood of these hormonal surges. By keeping blood sugar more balanced, it indirectly reduces the stress load on the body, making it easier to stay asleep through the night. This benefit is especially helpful for older adults managing age-related insulin resistance, or those who notice energy crashes or hunger signals during late-night hours. Another area where glycine excels is muscle relaxation and repair. As the body ages, muscle fibers experience micro-damage from daily use, and if these are not repaired efficiently, nighttime discomfort increases. Glycine supports collagen formation, tissue healing, and overall muscular recovery. When muscles relax more fully, the brain receives fewer pain signals, allowing cortisol levels to drop naturally. This creates a calmer internal environment where sleep becomes deeper and more consistent. With regular nighttime use, glycine becomes a gentle but powerful ally for seniors seeking natural cortisol reduction. It encourages a cooler body, a quieter mind, steadier hormones, and a more comfortable physical state, all of which contribute to longer, more restorative sleep without the side effects of traditional sleep aids. Golden milk, a warm blend of turmeric, ginger, and milk, has become one of the most soothing and biologically supportive bedtime remedies for adults over 70 who struggle with high nighttime cortisol and restless sleep. Its benefits come from a unique combination of anti-inflammatory compounds, calming nutrients, and gentle warmth that prepares both the body and mind for rest. As people age, inflammation tends to rise due to joint issues, digestive slowdowns, and accumulated physical stress from decades of movement and activity. This chronic inflammation stimulates cortisol production, especially at night when the body attempts to repair itself. Golden milk helps interrupt this cycle by providing curcumin from turmeric and gingerols from ginger 2 compounds that calm inflammatory pathways and support hormone balance. The warmth of golden milk also plays a meaningful role. Warm fluids help relax the digestive system, which is often more sensitive in seniors. When digestion slows or becomes uncomfortable, cortisol levels rise, making sleep more difficult. A warm cup before bed soothes the stomach, encourages smoother digestion, and reduces the internal irritation that can keep older adults awake. This calming effect on the gut is important because the digestive system and the brain communicate constantly. When the gut relaxes, the nervous system follows. As the internal tension decreases, cortisol gradually declines, allowing the brain to shift into a more restful state. Another important benefit is the influence of warm milk proteins. Milk naturally contains tryptophan, a precursor to serotonin, which later converts to melatonin. This slow, natural increase in calming neurotransmitters helps seniors fall asleep with less mental agitation. Instead of forcing sleep like stronger supplements or medications, golden milk nudges the brain gently toward relaxation. This is especially helpful for individuals who experience emotional strain, nighttime loneliness, or age-related anxiety that disrupts sleep patterns. The ginger in golden milk supports circulation as well. Improved blood flow helps reduce muscle stiffness and joint discomfort, both of which frequently trigger nighttime awakenings in older adults. When the muscles and joints experience less discomfort, the brain receives fewer pain signals, allowing cortisol levels to stabilize. The reduction in physical stress encourages a smoother progression into deeper sleep stages. Golden milk also offers a psychological comfort that should not be underestimated. The ritual of warming, sipping, and relaxing creates a predictable nighttime routine, which is essential for resetting the sleep-wake cycle in aging adults. Over time, consistent use of this soothing blend helps signal the body that it is time to release the day's stress, prepare for hormonal quieting, and enter a full night of uninterrupted, restorative sleep. A strict digital sunset is one of the most powerful yet overlooked strategies for lowering nighttime cortisol in adults over 70. As the body ages, the internal biological clock becomes more fragile, and even small disruptions in light exposure can interfere with the natural release of melatonin. Electronic screens, whether from phones, televisions, or tablets, emit intense blue light that signals the brain to stay alert. This light suppresses melatonin production and triggers cortisol release, sending a message that it is still daytime. For seniors already experiencing reduced melatonin due to age, this effect becomes even stronger, making it harder to fall asleep, stay asleep, or reach the deep stages of sleep essential for healing. Implementing a digital sunset creates a predictable window during which the brain can gradually shift out of alert mode and into a restful hormonal rhythm. One of the major benefits of avoiding screens at least 1 hour before bed is the stabilization of the circadian rhythm. When the brain is no longer receiving artificial light, it begins its natural evening preparation process. Heart rate decreases, blood pressure softens, and cortisol drops. For seniors who experience early morning awakenings or fragmented sleep, this period of hormonal quieting is essential. It gives the body an opportunity to reset from the constant stimulation of the day. Without this reset, cortisol remains elevated, creating a pattern of light, fragile sleep that leaves older adults feeling tired despite spending many hours in bed. A digital sunset also reduces mental overstimulation, which is a significant sleep barrier for aging adults. The brain becomes more sensitive to information overload with age news conversations, social media, and even bright visuals from television can activate stress circuits that linger long after the screen is turned off. These stress signals encourage cortisol release, making it difficult for the mind to settle. Removing digital stimulation in the evening allows the brain's thought patterns to slow down, reducing nighttime worry, agitation, and mental restlessness. Another critical effect involves the eyes. Seniors often experience reduced retinal sensitivity and slower adaptation to light changes. Exposure to bright screens in the evening causes the eyes to strain, which sends activating signals to the brain and increases sympathetic nervous system activity. When screens are removed, the eyes relax and the brain follows, supporting a calmer internal environment for sleep. A consistent digital sunset eventually becomes a powerful sleep cue. Over time, the body begins to associate the absence of screens with safety, quiet, and winding down. This simple daily practice supports healthier hormone regulation, lowers nighttime cortisol, and allows adults over 70 to enter deeper, uninterrupted sleep with more ease and reliability. As we look at these 5 powerful bedtime remedies, one message becomes clear: the body never loses its ability to heal, reset, and restore. No matter the age, what changes after 70 is the sensitivity of our stress response and the need for gentler, more intentional nighttime habits. Lowering cortisol isn't just about improving sleep, it is about protecting the heart, strengthening memory, calming the nervous system, and supporting long-term vitality. Each remedy we explored: magnesium baths, tart cherry extract, slow breathing, glycine, and golden milk, works with the body's natural rhythms rather than against them. They help create a hormonal environment where deep, uninterrupted sleep becomes possible again. The digital sunset adds the final layer of protection, giving the brain the darkness and quiet it needs to rebuild the sleep cycle that aging often disrupts. When these practices are combined consistently, night after night, seniors often notice profound changes: fewer awakenings, less nighttime stress, steadier energy during the day, and a renewed sense of clarity and emotional balance. These improvements don't come from force, they come from supporting the body the way it was designed to function. If you are over 70 or caring for someone who is, remember that deep sleep is not a luxury. It is a medical necessity. Your body depends on it to repair tissues, balance hormones, strengthen immunity, and protect the brain. These remedies offer a safe, natural, and effective way to reclaim that restorative rest. With patience and consistency, your nights can become calmer, your mornings brighter, and your health stronger. Your body is capable of more healing than you may realize. All it needs is the right environment to begin.